Okay guys, we've got a busy morning, we better keep going. Okay there guys, so welcome to another episode. Now, like I said on the last episode, take this helmet off, it looks stupid, right? Like I said on the last episode, we are getting both herds of these cows onto the same paddock, and that's what we're doing this morning. So here's the big cheese coming down now. He's going to cut that centre fence, the Waratah fence that you guys watch me put up early winter. He's going to cut that, and they're going to walk across here, walk through this gateway and onto the kale, exactly where that sun is, so you can't see it. Check out those mountains. We woke up to an absolute pearl of a sunrise today. Classic Canterbury day, no cloud to be seen. Good girls, come up. Good girls. Good girls. Don't you just love that noise of the cows snapping the kale stalks? Now that's one job done, we're best to head back to the workshop, get a move on with that cultivation equipment. Okay guys, so as you may have seen on the last video, we bought a new toy. Now this is it. Twin sets of discs and then the packer at the back. Now we've got some work to do on it. As you can see, we've got a crack in the frame there. There's also one further back. But check this out, what we noticed the other day. These discs have been flying all the way up and been chipping away at this steel here. And here again, and there's one of those cracks right there. So what I've got to do is grind all of that steel out all the way through and put a big V in that beam and then fill that up with weld. That's those out. Silage bales heading out. Just currently checking for any more cracks in the framework on this side, and then I'll move on to the other side. But just quickly, that tractor that pulled through, he's taken away the oat silage bales that we've sold. We've sold it to a dairy farm with a runoff that's been affected by the floods. Of course, they had a lot of their winter feed taken away, but now they've got snow on the ground that they run off. So they've really taken a big hit this season, and we're happy that it's gone to them, and it's gone to a good cause effectively, if you know what I mean. I am also quite surprised that the tractor came and picked it up and not a truck and telehandler, because a lot of the tractors or setups like that I would suspect that they are in the mountains moving bales around, simply because the trucks wouldn't be able to do it in the snow, in the foot of snow that they've had dumped in the mountains on farms and stations. I'm just checking in and around here where these discs are mounted onto. Everything looks pretty good. Aha! I knew I seen one the other day. She's cracked around here. This is this wedge, gusset, or whatever you want to call it, that I've made to go over that crack to strengthen the frame up a little bit more. Now it's just about a millimeter from picking it up. Then I thought to myself, better not touch that. Yeah, there is a definite key reason why I'm not going to show you that weld. So now we've got the other side to do, and basically they're in the same spot. So the same spots have been hit. So I'll do the same kind of brace or wedge over top of them, and hopefully it should stop them from cracking and becoming another problem in the future. So last time you seen me, I was in front of the workshop welding this machine up. Now during lunchtime, Dad and I were talking, and we were discussing about the odd tyre sizes on the back of the machine. Because what's happened here is this tyre here was 4 inches bigger than this guy here. So I've had to buy a new one, and these two matched up in sizes. This is what a shop had in Ashburton. So I've decided to match up these tyres so that the machine actually sits level in the ground. Oh, Millie. So if you could imagine this side with a tyre that's 2 inches higher at the axle than this side. Imagine what kind of job it would do going through the paddock. So it'd be an absolute mess of a machine. So that's why I've had to spend an extra $500 getting this machine sorted before we hit the ground. I know they don't match in tread, but at least they match in size. Now, why did this tyre here bulge up? And why didn't the other one bulge up? Made in Turkey. So that tyre there is a little bit cheaper design and make than the other one. And so that's why it hasn't lasted and why it's effectively a different size. Even though the sizes on the sidewall still say the same, it's effectively a different size. So let's see what it looks like now that we've got those new tyres on and see if it sits level. That is sitting a lot better. Implements for the best farmers in the world. Paint it red too. Going to be like Millie when there's no stock around for you to do some work. She's a wee bit camera shy, sorry. So as I've been on time lapse there, Dad has headed out in the big tractor to go work some paddocks with the Ripper and then RZ, of course, which is the multi-tiller. Meanwhile here, I've been moving these discs forward. So what I've been doing is not physically moving them forward on this beam, but because we believe that this machine has been going into unworked ground, these front discs have been tortured, which is why you see scars up on the frame from the disc flicking up and touching the frame. Now, as you can see, I've done this side and the other side is back further. So what I've been doing is loosening those bolts on those rubber mounts. Discs then fall down. Now I just tighten the bolts back up, but also I push those black shock absorbers back in so they're within the steel and align these discs so they're all even across the frame. Well guys, today's been a slow day, but at least the sun was shining and drying out our soil so that we can get moving. Now Dad's been up the farm working some of the grounds that'll be put into wheat. So I'm going to go grab the drone and throw it over top and see what it looks like.